Hi everyone, my name is Nicole Chikwe and I'm the founder of a community and conference called the Mommy Summit, which aims to empower African millennial mothers. I'm also a content creator and an all-round mommy mogul, and I live in Lagos, Nigeria. I chose to go into this field because I'm passionate about women, particularly mothers. I had an interesting mothering experience with my first two, having them quite young and not really feeling like I had people I could turn to. And that's one of the reasons why I was so motivated to build a platform for women who are going through the same sorts of issues as me, who are millennial, who are African, and just to be able to have these conversations around motherhood, because it feels like for the longest time, motherhood was quite hush-hush in terms of discussing problems, because moms are just supposed to have the answers to everything, and motherhood is supposed to be a natural instinct for all women, but it isn't. And I wanted to be able to start a platform to be able to have honest and open conversations around our struggles and see how we can help each other. When I was younger, I wanted to be a mom. So when anyone would ask me what I wanted to be when I grew up, I'd be like, oh, I want to be a mommy, because I wanted to, I've always loved children. I don't know, I've always had like a strong mothering instinct. It's something I always really wanted to do. Even though it would completely embarrass my mom, as you can imagine, when someone would ask, well, what does your daughter want to be? I'm like, oh, I want to be a mommy. She's like, no, she wants to be a doctor. So for the longest time I thought, okay, yeah, I'll try and be a doctor, because that's cool. But in my heart of hearts, I knew that I wanted to be a mom. I definitely wanted a professional career as well. So medicine kind of transitioned into finance for me. So I studied economics for my first degree. My master's is in finance. So I thought that that's the path I was going to take, but that didn't quite happen, and that's how I ended up here. My 5th birthday, I remember it was at school. So at school, for your birthday, you're allowed to come in mufti because it's your big day. So I remember this brown, proper Antigone cake dress with the flowers around the neckline. It was fabulous. Like, I was stunting on all my friends. And then, my sister came to take pictures. They called her from her class to come and take a picture with me. So that's one of my favorite pictures of myself and my sister when I was having like a full moment. It's a whole vibe. So it's like proper puffy. I even did like the pose. When you're on the balcony, you put one arm on the balcony with the leg, with the dress. It was a whole vibe. So yeah, I smashed it. That's my first and one of my favorite fashion moments, period. Fashion is very important in terms of what I do for several reasons. One, it definitely makes me feel confident when I'm going in for meetings. In my line of work, I'm constantly dealing with different brands and corporations and trying to pitch Mommy Summit for sponsorship or Moms World Stage, which is my podcast. So I have a lot of meetings. So I want to be put together and I want to present myself in the best possible way. So that's one reason. Another reason is even for my own confidence. I find that when I take the time to really dress up, it makes me feel even more mentally prepared when I'm dealing with meetings or sponsors. And I also want to feel great. I think that people associate being a mom with not really being cool or kind of letting yourself go. But that was there, because I don't know if you see what moms are doing now. It's not easy at all. Moms are not playing. And I love that. I love that we're taking more interest in our appearance and the way that we look and present ourselves. I think it's very important. And yeah, I like to, and even just be able to express myself. I'm quite like bubbly, I think. So my fashion is also an outlet for me to be able to express myself, basically. Feeling like I'm walking in purpose. I think that after I had my kids, my first two, I definitely felt really lost and I didn't really know what direction my life was going to go in. I wasn't home. I was a full-time stay-at-home mom, and I didn't really feel fulfilled doing just that, but I knew that whatever I wanted to do, I wanted it to be centered around women. And to be able to build a platform that I have and be able to interact with women and mothers every single day with everything that I do has really been the joy of my life. I love women, I love mothers, and I feel like I have a lot to share with the experiences that I have, and I'm so blessed to be able to also learn from other mothers, and to be able to do that and to be able to make a living out of it as well, something that I'm truly passionate about, is something that I'm very, very proud of. It's not really easy kind of carving your own career path in Nigeria in particular, in this line of work where you're not a doctor or an investment banker. You create content and you have a platform and you're putting events together and things like that. It's not really conventional. So it took me a while to really get comfortable and confident in what it is that I do. And now I'm so proud of myself. I think I'm doing an amazing job. I think that if that's what you truly want to do, I think you should embrace it. I think it's a beautiful thing to be a stay-at-home mom. I know that it's definitely not as like glamorous, and sometimes you feel like, you're looking at people that you went to school with and they're doing all these things with their professional lives, and you're looking at yourself like maybe you're not quite up to par, but that's a lie, because you are working a full-time job. There are no breaks, there's no holidays, there's no time off. I think that being a stay-at-home mom is one of the most tasking professions to be in. It's also severely underpaid and it's underappreciated. So I celebrate you. I think it's fantastic. I think you shouldn't let anyone shame you into going to work if you feel like you want to be at home and want to dedicate your life to raising your children and running the house, and that gives you a sense of fulfillment. I think that that's fantastic and amazing. I don't think you should let anyone take that away from you. I think that if you have doubts as to if that's something you want to really do, there are people who are stay-at-home moms because they are finding it hard to get childcare and outsource all of these things that mothers need to do at home. So if you're still trying to figure that out, I think that there's several avenues for you to be able to earn an income at home and pursue your passion. So I think that you should find what really makes you happy, and I think you need to take the time to think that through. For example, with myself, having always wanted to be a mom, I thought that was what was going to fulfill me, and the truth is, it did not. While I love being a mother, I love being at home, I knew that I had more to give, and it took me a while to figure that out, but I was able to figure that out by really doing a lot of self-examination and writing down what my real passions were and getting help. If I didn't have help, then I wouldn't be able to do any of the things that I do. So I think you need to kind of look at your own circumstances and see what works for you. But if it fulfills you truly, I know people who are so happy to wake up in the morning, who love cleaning, who love cooking 5 meals a day for their family, making snacks from scratch. There are people who are ashamed to say that because it almost feels like you're setting women back by saying, I actually want to be at home and think all day. But if that's what you want, then you should 100% do that, and I fully support you. You're a professional, you're working really hard, you're using and exploring a skill set that a lot of people don't have to every single day. It's very overwhelming, and you're doing an amazing job. Fashtracker is amazing because they have a really great selection of Nigerian designers. And the wonderful thing about Nigerian designers is that we design for African women. So you will definitely find something that would suit your shape or your size, and that's flattering. And that's one of the reasons why I almost exclusively wear Nigerian designers. Not only because I want to support Nigerian designers, but I find that if they design with me in mind. Especially when you're a mom, you know, your body is constantly changing. You definitely want designers who understand that and can reflect that. And that's one of the reasons why I love Nigerian fashion, and one of the reasons why I do like Fashtracker.